Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trogar Sav here.
And it's your boy Marcavelli bringing you the O.E.S. podcast.
Our Era Speaks.
The first episode, we're going to get into hip-hop, video games, anime,
movies,
this
shows, everything.
This is what this show is about. It's about family and everyday life. And we're going to have some fun. We're
going to talk about some stuff that's going to ruffle some feathers, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough for some of y'all to listen to, but you know, y'all gonna need different opinions from people. Y'all need to know that it's people in the world that have different opinions than you. Everybody's not gonna have the same opinion as you. If you do,
yes sir,
that's a problem you got to figure out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna be talking about on the podcast.
And our opinions is not y'all opinions. Y'all don't have to agree with stuff we say. It's not law. That's what we want people to know. Think outside the box. Everything, you don't have to talk about the same stuff. You don't have to do the same stuff. Do it what you feel, what you love. This is what we love. We love to talk hip-hop, sports, everyday life. This is us, me and my brother.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we want the world to know. All right, let me tell you how this show came about. So, about 2018, my man was like, yo, you should get in the podcast because you talk a lot of hip-hop. I said, you know what, I should. I thought about it for a minute, but I ain't really, take it serious.
Procrastinated.
Definitely did that. So, what happened is, it's a show called PSA Hip Hop. And the dude Watson, shout out to him, salute to him. He's very knowledgeable, but he was speaking for an era that he shouldn't be speaking for, us 20-year-olds. I'm 26 now.
I'm 26 as well.
You know what I'm saying? So he was speaking, at the time we was 24, he was speaking, saying that we don't listen to Nas or stuff like that. We more of the turn up, mumble rapish. I'm here to let dudes know I don't follow none of that. I don't support none of that drug abuse music. No, none of that. I'm strictly real hip hop.
Real.
We don't support none of that BS, none of that codeine, none of that. That's not us. We don't listen to that.
Never has been us. You know what I'm saying? We don't listen to what everybody's gonna listen to. That's just how it is. We listen to the Nas. We listen to the Pac. We listen to the Biggie. We listen to the J. We listen to the Rakim. We listen to the Big L. We listen to all that. That's how we was brought up. That's how we were brought up. Yeah. Our dad put no filter on his music. None
at all.
He let us listen to whatever he was listening to. If he gonna put some DMX on, he gonna put some DMX on.
Sir.
And that was the first album that I actually listened to. That's when I knew that I was gonna fall in love with hip hop, because when you first hear DMX, the first thing you're gonna notice, the first thing you're gonna fall in love with is the energy.
Yep.
You're gonna fall right in love with the energy. The first album that I listened to, I was young. I listened to it. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Probably my top 5, top 3 most favorite albums.
And remind y'all, he talking about an age of probably 7, 8.
Exactly. So imagine a 7-year-old knowing the lyrics.
Facts.
X is coming. Now,
Facts.
If you're a real X fan, you know how controversial that song was.
Yeah.
And I know the whole song. So that's how I was brought up. So, and that's just how it is.
I fell in love with hip hop real early, 6, 7, same age. But what struck me the most was the G Unit era. That era that played crazy. a big part of me loving hip hop today. And many other people, a lot of local talent made me fall in love with hip hop also. And that's what this show is about too. We're here to support underground artists that needs to shine, needs the love,
needs the recognition. It's some talented local and underground artists that nobody knows of. When you think let me say an example. Rochester, right? Most of the time, people is really gonna talk about who? 38.
Yep.
And Deanie. Don't get me wrong, they both fire, but is more talent here.
You got
way more talent.
Yeah, you got Riggs, you got Mooch, you got Rob Gates, you got my man
crazy.
Mav. You know what I'm saying? You got my boy Bro God, Year of Jordan. You got you got Ito. You got Jay Black. You got Black Geek. You got
shout out to all of them.
You got a lot of talent that needs more support from the town. You know what I'm saying? Like these individuals is great, all in their own way, all unique in their own way, and they need more support.
Yep.
And underground, period.
Right.
Like, shout out to my boy Dev Soldier. Shout out to that boy Vic. Shout out to my boy Wordplay Clay. Shout out to all of them. Like, them my boys. Like, they need more love. Like,
Definitely.
Cats like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need the recognition of they can make great music. Like, underground's been putting out better music than the mainstream.
That's a fact.
For probably like 8 years now, 8 years, and that's being honest.
Agree.
Minus a few,
I definitely agree.
minus a few mainstream acts though. Minus a few,
definitely.
Minus a few, but that's what this about. And each episode, towards the end, we will play an underground artist, local or out of town.
Yep.
Because we want them to get more support from whoever. Because this is what this is about. We're about supporting the artists.
Right. Music is more than just mainstream. It's more talent. You like, don't get me wrong, it is some mainstream music that, you know, I can rock to. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh no, I don't listen to no mainstream.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all like that. But when you go underground and you go local, you'll hear the hunger in their music when you listen to them. You're gonna hear it, and you're gonna fall in love with their music because of how good it is. And that's what we're gonna do, man. We gonna focus. We gonna definitely focus more on underground. You know, we're gonna give y'all our opinion on stuff.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, album reviews too.
Yep,
we will be doing album mixtape reviews. Our honest opinion on them.
Yep.
We definitely we're gonna talk about movies like soundtracks, stuff like that. To you know, get it going, like to show you how deep we is into music. You know what I'm saying? And the man behind the camera is one of the reasons why we love music to this day also.
Yeah.
Because he has incredible talent. He's our Uncle Collie, aka Prestige Madison, one of the greatest rappers I heard.
Yep.
And he recorded some of the best rappers in Rochester, and I heard some of the craziest sessions in my life.
We heard it all.
Facts.
Like, the basement was the studio was literally in our basement. So, like, you see all the rappers coming in.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, you're hearing the music from upstairs, and you just like, oh, that was crazy.
Yes,
but
sir.
Don't get us wrong. We heard some
trash.
We heard some trash, too. Like, don't.
Yo,
a lot
of y'all was trash.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of y'all was whack, man. Like, y'all ain't deserve to be in that booth, but y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, the money was good, but y'all was trash. Like,
that's a fact. But
I hope y'all retired.
It's the truth.
A lot of y'all was trash, but it was way more talent than trash. And
yeah, it definitely was.
Shout out to everybody that I ever met to come in and do studio time. This for y'all. Like, this is for y'all. Like, for real. And yo, we gonna piss y'all off.
Oh yeah.
But enough about that though. Let's get into this topic though. Like, our what we saying? Our top 5 or like
top 5? You know what? Our favorites basically is what we gonna talk about.
Yeah, but it's like mine is a little different. I don't really got a strict or base top 5. Like, it's a little weird. So how I'll do it, right? 50 is my GOAT. He's my GOAT. Then I have Max B as my favorite artist, right? Then the greatest of all time is Pac.
Always will be.
Always will be. Now, Banks is my favorite rapper. You might be a little confused. Let me break it down to y'all. So why is 50 my GOAT, but why Pac is the greatest? 50 is cut from a Pac cloth, right? Max B is some type of way cut from that cloth because he do early on with the Dipset. He had a big Pac influence on how he flowed and how he rapped. Like, for instance, what's the joint? Pretty
and Secret to Score.
Yeah, Secret to Score, like joints like that. And then Banks is cut some type of way, he's cut from the 50 cloth, which is cut from a little bit from Pac cloth. So that's how I break it down in my opinion. I don't care what y'all think.
It might sound confusing,
but it might sound confusing, but
it makes sense to me. And you know, he made a post on Twitter about it, and there's a lot of people that understand it. So I definitely get what he means by that. It's pretty much the same for me, but I could probably name my top 5. I mean, he could probably do the same too, but like he said, it changes. Like my top 5 changes a lot right now. So my top 5 right now is probably Banks number 1,
fire.
Shay Nora probably number 2,
fire.
I probably put Benny number 3,
fire. Big upstate.
I mean, when I'm naming, you know, rappers, you're gonna be like, oh, you just listen to New York artists. I'm from New York, so I'm gonna listen to more New York artists than I do every other state. That's just
I'm not with that though. I'm very diverse.
Like, I mean, I'm diverse too.
Yeah, he's diverse, but I'm super diverse.
Yeah, he's super diverse, and I can always respect.
He loves Southern music though. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah,
he loves Southern. I love Southern music. Like
right.
Jeezy is one of my favorite rappers ever.
Yeah, of all time, definitely.
One of my favorite rappers ever. Early on, T.I. was probably my favorite rapper.
Yeah. I remember you saying that. I think
it was trap music, probably trap music.
Yep.
Around that time, he was my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
And then 50 just took over.
Yeah. But around the same time when he was a T.I. fan, I was a Jeezy fan. So I think that was around the same time.
Nah.
Or was
I was more so. We was probably 6, 7. So
yeah.
I think it was like 02 when I was a real really T.I. fan.
Okay.
But you was a fan when Thug Motivation 101 came out. Yeah. So that was 05.
Yep. Pops had bought the album.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He bought the album. And I listened to it, and I played it. When I first listened to it, I remember this like it was yesterday. I literally played that album back probably like 5 times in a row when I was that little.
Didn't know what was son talking about.
I don't know what he talking about. He talking about bricks and all that stuff. I don't know what he talking about.
What he was talking about, but it was crazy.
Exactly. So I played it back so much. I mean, I did that with Get Rich or Die Trying. I did that with Banks' Hunger for More. I did that with a lot of albums. Right. But Jeezy, it was completely different.
And that album is my personal top 5 favorite album of all time. Yeah. Like that album would never leave my top 5 ever.
Yep.
Ever. Like, but there's albums too that from local Rochester artists that I have up there too, probably my top 10, top 15. Right. You gotta be from here to understand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You might not catch that impact on certain artists that I name, like even like to me, like Edo flow, like him and O.E.S. Mm-hmm. got one of the greatest flows I ever heard in my life. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the world might not get that, but Rochester, you know what I'm saying, will understand why I'll say them things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we are. Like we do a lot of stuff different. So my top, if I was to do like a top 15, top 25, it's not the same as the traditional.
Right, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's never going to be the same.
It's not going to be the same. I might have people you never heard of in there, but that's because I know the catalog and I listen to them a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, Riggs is one of my favorite rappers ever. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Riggs is one of my favorite rappers ever. Mav, that's my guy for real. Like, that's my dog right there.
I got to get into Mav.
Yeah, Mav is... I called Mav. I talked to him the other day. I told Mav, like, yo... You the Scarface of Rochester with the storytelling. Yeah. Like, I call him the Godfather of Rochester. Like, that's my dog right there.
And people really sleep on storyteller rap. Like, and I don't like the fact when, you know, people talk about storytelling, they always bring up probably one person, Meek.
Well, you talking about for this era or just this era? Okay, that make more sense. Cause I was gonna say like storytelling from like Uncle Kali era.
Yeah, it was era.
That'd be Nas, Scarface.
Scarface is the best storyteller to me. He's the best storyteller to me.
To him.
Yeah.
It's not law what he said. He said to him.
Yeah.
That's his favorite storyteller. I don't know if I have a favorite storyteller. I love it all though, but I don't know if I have a defined like, yo, that's my favorite storyteller.
I'm gonna recommend a song for y'all from Scarface. If you haven't listened to it, I don't know if y'all listened to it or not, but it's called Suicide Note. Probably one of his best storytelling songs ever. That's my
fire.
Opinion. That's my opinion.
And that's from our pops. Like, this is what we talking about. Like, pops put us onto a lot of stuff early on, and me and my brother is very highly influenced by our dad music. Yeah. So it might be stuff we missed out on when we was young.
Yeah,
we'll catch up on though. You know, like
right, exactly.
Like, what's the last? He was playing a Fire MOP album that you had got into.
Foundation
yeah,
album.
See,
it came out at the Foundation album came out at a wrong time. It came out in 2009. Now, when you think MOP, you think early. Right? You're not gonna think 2009, so people not really gonna listen to it. But the album is so good. Like, it's from top to bottom. You can't skip a song. Probably one.
And he been telling me to listen to it. I ain't listened to it yet, honestly. I'm gonna get into it though. I'm gonna definitely get into it. I ain't listened to the album yet, but but they fire, and this is what we like. This is what we do. Like, we still catch some stuff that we never heard before from pops.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
My dad is very diverse in music. Like, he had a big CD collection, like this big of like he
had like 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 joints, like mad Scarface. My dad, I don't care what nobody say. My dad is the biggest Pac fan in the world. Like,
he really is.
He will son you. I don't care.
He had albums that we never even thought existed.
I'm being biased, but like, my dad is the biggest Pac fan in the world. And one day I will bring him. We will bring him on the show, and he gonna showcase why.
Exactly.
He will son one of y'all in that conversation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll son one of y'all in the 50 conversation. In the Max B, I would wash y'all in the Max B conversation.
Both will wash you in the Max.
I would dog walk one of y'all. I'm just letting y'all know now.
Conversation.
Riggs Convo too. I would upstate. I would dog walk y'all. Y'all not messing with upstate.
Yep, I agree.
Like, I'm the king of that. Like, I'm the king of that.
This is the thing with my brother, right? I would never get on this podcast and lie, right? Marcus, my brother, put me on to so much music. He's the reason why I like a lot of rappers. He's the reason. I will always say that. I will always admit to that, because there's nothing wrong with people putting you on to music. Yes, what I can say that I do for him is decipher bars. Like, if he don't get something, I would listen to it, and then I would tell him, like, oh, it means this, and then be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's my thing. It's always been my thing. But his thing is, he got an ear. He got that ear for music. He's gonna give you an artist that you're gonna like. If he knows your taste in music, he's gonna know what to recommend you. Like, go listen to them. I bet you'll like it. And that's how he is. He always been like that.
I never let nobody astray when it came to music.
Never.
Nobody ever said, like, yo, I ain't really feeling that.
Right.
That's a fact. Like,
my entire life, I probably only put Marcus on to probably like 1 to 2 artists. That's pretty much it.
And that would be ASAP Rocky
and Schoolboy.
Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
Even though I heard him on the Banks.
Yeah.
On V6 before that, but he put me on to the catalog. So he put me on.
Literally it.
Yeah,
well,
that's it.
Other than that, Marcus been putting me on to everything, and I definitely appreciate that, because I'm very picky. I'm very super picky. Y'all gonna see in later episodes how picky I am.
Super picky.
I am super picky. I have a low tolerance for music.
Very low. Let me tell you what he do too sometimes, right? I like, yo, go listen to the son right here. Like, he fire, right?
I already know what he about to say.
Like, okay, Dave East, right? I'm telling him this is like, he weak sauce now. Like, he unexpired. We ain't gonna get into that. But around the time, like, before the buzz came, I told him, like, yo, this Dave East, son, he fire. Like, catch on before everybody else do. He waits till everybody else do. I told you. He's like, my bad, bro. It just take me a while. It took him about 4 or 5 months to listen.
That's the that's the thing with me. Okay, I don't like being rushed to do. I know he's not rushing me, but in my mind, he's rushing me. I don't like that.
Weirdo.
So, relax.
Weirdo.
Relax.
Weirdo.
Chill out. Anyway,
weirdo.
It takes me a while. It's the same thing with movies too. My sister would tell you that it takes me a while to watch something. I don't like to watch.
Me too.
I don't like to watch it like soon as it drop or like, oh, you should go watch this. No, don't tell me because now I'm not going to. You could wait.
And that's why I call him a weirdo because it's stuff he likes, right? He's like, yo, go watch it. Like you gotta watch it. It's fire. Then don't watch it.
Yeah, like the truth though.
Like the last joint I was surprised that he watched it early was the Michael B. Jordan joint.
Without Remorse.
Yeah, fire film. That was fire. Like, go check that out, y'all. Like,
it's because I think it's because I really saw the trailer and I just really fell in love with the trailer. So I'm like, nah, I'm watching this immediately. And it's stuff that I still gotta watch. I still gotta watch the Demon Slayer movie. I didn't watch it yet. It's a lot of stuff I gotta watch. So. Yeah, we gonna get into that too. Like he's more deep into the anime as I am. I'm taking my first baby steps.
Rookie.
I'm getting into it.
Rookie.
So
he's a rookie.
Y'all could clown me for that.
He's a rookie.
Y'all could clown me for that.
I try though.
He tried though.
I tried to put him on.
Yeah, a lot of people put me on the stuff, and you know that's perfectly fine. I like to be put on movies or music or
Facts.
shows or stuff. As long as it's good. If it's trash, I'm not talking to you about nothing ever again. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up right there. It's definitely more episodes to come.
Sir.
Definitely. Like the video, comment,
subscribe,
share, subscribe, comment what y'all want us to talk about in the near future. Talk about that. Follow his Twitter.
Marcavelli 585 and follow the YouTube account O.E.S.
Our Era Speaks.
Our Era Speaks.
And you'll see it.
You will see it. It's in big blue words. You will not miss it.
Right.
O.E.S. podcast. Like, just give us any feedback, positive, negative.
Yep.
This is the first episode, so we're learning. This is a learning experience. Yep. So. Just give us feedback, man.
And if you wanna contact me, Facebook is my name. Our last name kind of weird, but it's Dishaun, Dishaun, and Ald, AULD. Add me, and then we could talk on there. You could see what things I post and stuff like that. So definitely hit me up on there. I don't be on Twitter much, so. I recommend not following me, so definitely follow him because he be on Twitter a lot. So
yes, sir.
Definitely do that.
All hip hop on there. All hip hop on there. All hip hop.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up there, and for the last part, we're gonna recommend a couple songs for y'all to go and listen to. Check it out, see if y'all like it or not.
Sir.
So I'm gonna recommend Def Soldier MM. The song is called MMKK by Def Soldier. Go check that out, man. The song is crazy.
That's my boy from the Bronx. And stop lying your age, dog. You're not 34. You're 28. I'm tired of you lying, dog. But I recommend my boy from South Carolina, that boy Vic, a song called "The Hills Have Eyes."
That song is crazy.
Go listen to Go listen to that. He like. Something like probably like the down south Nas, like for real. Like go check his last album out too. It's fire. But that's how we gonna end it.
Yep, that's how we gonna end it.
See y'all next week.
Next episode.
Peace.